Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena from Wholeness Campaign, and today I want to talk with you about seed oils. Now, I get this question all the time because people are always trying to improve their health, and especially when I tell them that I'm into nutrition, people are always kind of asking for advice, and generally this is the first thing that I'm going to tell them to fix about their diet. If they haven't touched anything else, this is going to be the biggest shift that is going to make the biggest impact for their life, for their health, everything. And if they can just get a handle on this one thing, honestly, they are going to be way better in the long run. And that is cutting out seed oils entirely. Now, it can be really hard with restaurants because most restaurants only cook in canola oil, vegetable oil, and all other kinds of seed oils. But if all you do is change what you cook in at home, it's going to make a huge difference. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you the top 3 reasons why I think seed oils are really bad for you, why you should avoid them, top 3 reasons. I'll give a little bit of history, and hopefully this will convince you to cut these out of your diet completely if you haven't already. So let's jump in. Okay, so there's so many reasons why you should avoid seed oils. It's been known to lead to decreased male fertility. It has been known to affect maternal and fetal health. And they really are just throwing your body out of whack, because if your omega-3s are not in healthy alignment with your omega-6s, which is often the case when you are consuming high amounts of these seed oils, then you are going to have what's known as omega-6 toxicity to some people. They call it like a linoleic acid overload. Basically, since we are consuming more than we are supposed to, our body can't compensate. So it's been actually said that you'd have to eat salmon or other omega-3 rich seafoods at every single meal to compensate for the average amount of seed oils that Americans are eating nowadays, which is crazy. Nobody's gonna be doing that unless you live in Alaska and you just like have salmon all the time, but it's still not healthy. And I'm gonna take you through my top 3 reasons why now. The first is that seed oils are highly processed. Seed oils are processed at really high temperatures using forceful mechanical pressure. They use chemical deodorizers to kind of get rid of or mask the flavor and the scent of these oils. They use petroleum-based solvents to extract the oils themselves, and all of this strips the oil of nutrients and antioxidants while creating what we know as trans fat. So you might have heard that if you cook olive oil, it actually turns into trans fat. Well, these oils have basically been cooked and it has become trans fat. So they're starting out as that right off the bat. Plus, there is a host of synthetic chemicals that are added to these just to make these vegetable oils, canola oils, all of them shelf stable, so they can last a ridiculous amount of time, a length of time that they should not be able to last, but they are on the grocery store shelves for potentially years. Now, my second biggest reason why you should avoid seed oils is because they are very frequently genetically modified. They are sprayed with harmful pesticides such as glyphosate, which we know causes cancer. And if we aren't convinced that that's enough, you can look at the 30,000 lawsuits that are still pending due to how these chemical pesticides have caused cancer in many individuals. That's not to mention that Monsanto has already paid over $11 billion in lawsuits. So they've paid off a lot, there's a lot pending. This really isn't a safe area that I'd want to tamper with, these genetically modified and pesticide-ridden seed oils. And my third reason is something that I found as I was researching, which is that they cause oxidative stress on the body. Seed oils are very susceptible to becoming rancid if they aren't already by the time they get on the shelves. And many are actually considered toxic because of the imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in the body. Free radicals are basically like a molecule that has lost an electron or is missing an electron. And they basically leave our bodies vulnerable to disease and are correlated to cancer. So they are actually changing the cellular composition of our cells, and they lead to these diseases in the long run that end up being chronic or potentially terminal, and if they're not handled well. And so it basically causes a stress on the body at a cellular level. The history behind this is so interesting because I feel like people are often telling you that these vegetable oils are better for your heart than these animal fats, And there is still a lot of that jargon out there on social media. It's crazy to think that that's still the case. But basically, vegetable oils, seed oils became really popular in, I think, the 40s when Crisco was invented. Like with anything, money involved. The people who had the money got the advertising, and those people did research and found a ridiculous idea that these, animal fats led to heart disease, heart conditions. In several dozen articles you can find online, this has been completely disproved. Researchers have now found that it's actually the opposite, that these vegetable oils and these seed oils are actually what's causing these higher levels of heart disease, especially considering how much they've increased in our culture over the time since the 40s when they started becoming popular. But yes, these seed oils are actually way worse for your heart than any kind of animal fat would be. Actually, McDonald's used to use animal fat to cook their fries, to cook their meat, and it is only since they've kind of switched all that up, plus adding in lots of toxic ingredients, that you start to see this fast food industry kind of like fall apart. And I'll get into that maybe in another video. But okay, so what are these seed oils? So let me get you my list. We've got palm oil, soybean oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, cottonseed oil, sunflower oil, peanut oil. Yes, that's you, Chick-fil-A. We've got corn oil, straight up corn oil, as well as rice bran oil, which, by the way, you can find in all of your nearest Chipotles. So seed oils are everywhere, and part of the issue with these oils is their processing. Because seeds were not meant to be consumed in this way, the way that they're inherently processed makes them not healthy for our bodies. And so people think that palm oil and sunflower oil are these better alternatives, and you'll often see them on labels. Trader Joe's is a little notorious for replacing something like a vegetable oil with like a palm oil or a sunflower oil, making it appear like it's better, but it actually is pretty much the same level quality and still doing that same toxic thing for your health. So if you've ever eaten a chip and you feel like you can't digest it very well, oftentimes it's what it's cooked in. It's not actually the potato that's the bad thing, it's what it's cooked in and how it's processed. Keep that in mind, and if you are looking to change anything about your health, you guys, this is the first place I would start. I really, really would. This is like the first thing I tell everybody, is to stop cooking with seed oils and to start cooking with some kind of animal fat. It's really easy. It doesn't take any more time. You're gonna buy the oil or the fat anyway. The scary thing, you guys, is that brands that sell olive oil and avocado oil nowadays are actually cutting their oils with some of these seed oils. And so if you've ever reacted to something like an olive oil or a avocado oil and you've wondered, why did I react to that? Because you don't normally. What's crazy is that they are often cut with these oils. So those aren't going to be on the label. They're still going to say at restaurants that they serve things in butter, but it's butter with a lot of canola oil. So keep that in mind. These things can be a little sneaky, but my hope here on this channel is to empower you with the knowledge that I have so that you can make better decisions for your health and for your family. So if you got anything valuable out of this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It is my passion to walk alongside people as they heal and grow. It inspires me and hopefully brings encouragement to you. Thanks for watching.